Hey Seeker, I'm Bronya from Wild Lotus Tarot, and I do believe this is the first time that we are meeting face to face. I've wanted to give this face to camera thing a go for a little while, guys, but I had been putting it off, and the main reason is because I'm really shy. It's kind of out of character for an Aries. I do find myself in these positions where I need to step up and lead at times. However, my moon is in Scorpio and I like to go deep and be really reflective, and that's obviously where my intuitive side comes out as well. So it is an edge for me to do this. The reason why I wanted to do this is because I feel like it's easier for me to create a connection with you guys. I want to get to know you better, and I want you also to understand me when I'm reading better, my mannerisms, and of course my accent. I am from New Zealand, that closest country to Antarctica. There's not that many of us. I have a mixed accent because I've also lived in the UK and now in Australia for long stints of time as well. And yeah, I just really wanted to do it this way. And you know, I always say that the definition of transformation is to find your edge of discomfort and continuously meet it. So Seeker, this is how I am meeting it for you. I'm not saying I'm going to do it like this every time, but let's see if we like the new format. And I'm really enjoying my YouTube studio that I've set up here in my spare room, because until now I've just been operating on my coffee table in the lounge. It's not that comfortable. So here we are, let's give it a go, and really pleased to meet you in person. Hi there Cancer, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be your weekly intuitive reading for November 9th through to the 15th. Cancer, let's see what's on the cards for you. I will be getting started with the Work Your Light Oracle from Rebecca Campbell. If you've been with me for a while, you will know this is my favourite one for the overarching messages. Has beautiful ascension messages, this deck. So let's get out your overarching message or theme, and I will then be going to the Moonchild Tarot to draw you an overarching tarot card before getting out the tarot aspects from the Rider-Waite. Let's see what is on the cards for you, Cancer. Stop. Oh, if I had $1 for every time this card's come out this year, guys. Inner Temple, devotion, tune in to the portal of your heart. What does this mean? Well, Cancer, you know, we are really having a huge calling on the collective to reconnect to our heart. Now, why would that be? Because this is our intuitive center, and it's actually a brain center in the body. So is the gut. The heart is said to have 50 times more impulses than our brain. And really, it's where we access our true wisdom. How do we access it? Well, we need to drop out of the mind, and this is powerful, you know, especially the ego that tells us the scripts, the stories of the past, of our conditioning, of society, of our parents, all of those kinds of things. So we need to quieten down this so that we can access this wisdom, and that's why I'm always on about, you know, taking the pause, taking the time in nature, meditation. You don't have to access nature if you don't have it, just taking that nice time out, maybe popping on some nature sounds from YouTube, just without thinking, guys. More being, less doing. Drop into the portal of your heart. You know, that's where all of your truth lies. And when we say a tarot reading, you know, resonates, it's because it's echoing back to us our own truth that maybe we just couldn't fully access for ourselves. Or it's nice to get confirmation as well. So let's go to the Moonchild Tarot, Cancer, pulling you your overarching tarot energy now. You know me, Cancer, I generally don't choose the cards. I either allow them to fall, flip, or sort of poke out like this, and I have got Strength, card of Leo in the Major Arcana, number 8. I'm smiling because this is perfect for the message that we have just said. You know, if you see in this card here, we have the Lion, we have the Angel. Now the Lion is our our ego mind, our inner demons, our inner beast that sometimes gets the better of us, and we need to tame that so that we can access the wisdom of the angel, the higher self. That is when you unlock your unlimited potential. You may need to approach a situation with strength and courage this week, more so than you normally would as well, Cancer. Okay, let's go to the Rider-Waite, beginning with the energy of the recent past. Energies leaving, completing, transitioning in your life, Cancer. What you may be journeying, please. Can we get the energy out for the Cancer collective? What is it? The Hierophant, number 5 in the Major Arcana. Card of faith, card of commitment, and card of institutionalized settings. I have got the 7 of Cups in the current or focused energy, going now for the near future outcome energy, Cancer. It's just a fumble. You'll see that now I'm face to camera. I do that sometimes. Sometimes I've even been dropping them on the ground. I did with Gemini and one of the other readings as well. Hey, it happens. I'm not perfect. Number 4 of the Major Arcana, Aries, the Emperor, and guess what's at the bottom here? The beautiful Ace of Wands, inspired new beginnings, passion, purpose, spirituality. Let's clarify with my Star Child Tarot here. Clarifying the Hierophant, I have got the Queen of Wands, fire energy, also Aries energy here, so you've got double hit of that. Clarifying the 7 of Cups, I have got the 9 of Cups and the Page of Wands. Good news could be on its way to you if you are waiting for a message, Cancer. The Hierophant clarifies the Emperor. Wow. Okay. I've got the card of transformation, or the Death card, at the bottom of this deck, which is the energy of Scorpio. We are in Scorpio season. It is an ideal time to shake off the old and usher in the new here. Okay, so what am I seeing here? Well, let's jump in. The Hierophant and transformation. Well, I'll talk about these two first. So it's interesting because I really feel that some of you are kind of coming out of that transformation chamber here, and something has changed for you, and it could have been, you know, over the last few months of what we've been going through. But ultimately the Hierophant is the card that asks you to challenge, you know, tradition and values in your life, and it's generally about the big settings in our lives, like committed relationship, marriage, place of study and work. And it's asking you now, you know, what is in alignment for you? What is your truth? And what can you do now to start heading towards your own light? What cycles need to end? What do you need to release? How can you clear the slate so that you can move towards that? There's a sense of shedding the old, you know, and having faith and moving in the direction of your own rebel heart with these cards here. You know, at number 5 in the Major Arcana, the Hierophant is that point of change. And it's what you do now that really influences how things are going to play out. You know, do what you always did, get what you always got. But you're at a turning point here with the 5. And yeah, the Hierophant for me is really about going your own way. You know, what is your truth? And let's just start moving towards it, because, you know, they say that this is kind of like the midlife crisis, but it doesn't always happen to people in the middle of our lives. Really what that crisis is that actually it is the beginning of the disintegration of the ego, like we spoke about here with the oracle cards. And that can happen quite young for some people, and all of a sudden it's like, well, all of these things that I thought were meaningful in my life just don't hold that same value anymore. And we're re-establishing our sense of value and realizing that true value is love, is living with purpose, right? Finding our Dharma and moving towards it. So some of you could be on that journey. I think that we're all on that journey this year more powerfully than before, with nowhere to hide anymore. Nowhere to hide. Queen of Wands, you know, she's that full visionary energy, and she is now looking forward in the future to the opportunities that are going to manifest this new reality. She's that real visionary energy who is really starting to look for the new path forward. She's the energy of Aries as well, so some of you could be dealing with an Aries person as part of this kind of manifestation. But the thing about her is that she operates from a place of instinct, right? Her inner temple, not the mind, and she's allowing that to guide her forward on her own path. Okay, now in the current or focus energies, let's start with the Seven of Cups first, because that really ties in with the message that we've had. You know, if we do follow, you know, the ego mind and all of those kinds of things, we can end up in a bit of a fantasy or an illusion. So you could ask yourself, Cancer, you know, what illusions have you been buying into, or situations in your life that just may not be delivering what you truly desire? In the Seven of Cups here, we see this person who's, you know, grasping at these cups that look great on the outside, but they can never materialize their promises. So is there a situation in your life? Are you dealing with somebody who gives you hollow promises, who promises you the world that doesn't deliver? Could be a boss or mentor in the workplace. It could be a lover partner. It could be in a friendship. But it's time now to focus on what matters. You know, maybe not just the things that look good, that give us status and all of that kind of thing, you know, and it's time to actually focus on, you know, what we can really put solid, tangible effort and energy into to make happen. This can be a card of kind of getting a bit distracted and disorientated, a little bit of a confusion here. It's saying here that it's time to, you know, leave that behind and move forward to your wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups. The Page of Wands can be a message, a messenger, some good news coming in, and it could be good news about a new direction or a new opportunity, because I've got the Ace of Wands in this reading. So for some of you, I feel like there could be an offer of passion, a person coming in with an offer of passion or romance that's aligned for you, or if you think this is in work and purpose for you, it could either be finding your purpose, or an opportunity to work in a way that is more aligned with your purpose. It says that this whole process, this journey that we've been talking about, is leading you to a place of contentment, happiness, joy, love, harmony, satisfaction. But it's to the person that's worked for it, you know, worked this process, moving away from what doesn't serve. And if I'm right, Cancer, you've had this Page of Wands in your reading a few times, because I remember describing it to you. This person here is kind of having one last look over their shoulder and saying, hey, it's been a good time in this, you know, following tradition and doing, you know, life as I thought I should. But it's time for me to step through this stargate now, into this portal of transformation, into the light, into my purpose. And, you know, I always see this, I know you probably can't really see it that well, but it's almost like a chrysalis, and it just reminds me of, you know, how the caterpillar goes in to emerge as the butterfly. Maybe you're about to enter a little bit of a hermit phase to kind of figure it out. But she's holding that Ace of Wands. So it's like an opportunity is going to come in for you, maybe through a communication with somebody, and you're kind of getting ready to figure out how you're going to use this new beginning that's coming in for you. So in the outcome energy, I've got the Hierophant again. Well, we've kind of spoken about this, but it's going to keep challenging you. You know, when we try and release, we are often, that experience keeps coming into us to challenge us. You know, are you really ready? Are you really sure? And the Emperor says, yeah, I'm sure. Absolutely, because I'm stepping into the control seat of my life. I'm stepping into my power, and I'm ready to make the decisions to shape my reality. I'm not going to go along with what has been dealt to me, what has been handed down to me. I'm building my own foundation. I'm empire building in my own way now. The Emperor is about making really sound, solid decisions for yourself, and sometimes we need to park our emotions while we do that. That's why he wears the armor underneath the cloak there. It's making decisions from fact, logic, and it's not really an intuitive energy, but we've got the inner temple here, so absolutely we want to make it from intuition and the instincts of the Queen of Wands. It's the card of Aries, and it asks you to boldly move forward, to embrace either a passionate new offer in love, a passionate new offer in business, finding what lights you up, getting back your energy, your enthusiasm. Some kind of opportunity is coming in for you, Cancer, but as an ace, it is the seeds of opportunity. We now need to take that, nurture it, grow it, expand it, put our energy into it so that it can expand into that Nine of Cups. But you're moving towards greater fulfillment here, and there's something about releasing a traditional setting or situation or experience in your life in order to get it, and you're being encouraged to have the strength and courage to do that and to drop out of what the mind, what the ego wants, because that is probably going to want you to follow the traditional path, and to connect with that inner temple, that portal of the heart, and Cancer, go your own way. And that is how you can transform your life. Okay, Cancer, I'm going to leave it there, and I do hope you enjoyed this reading. Do keep in mind it's a general reading for the collective, may or may not be your message this week, and it doesn't usually resonate in its entirety, word for word, for every person. Feel free to drop me a comment if you're called to share. I do read them all, and I try to respond to as many as I can. Helps me get to know you guys, connect with your energy, and see what you're journeying on the collective. I'll see you back here next week for another message. Bye for now, Cancer.